Hello there, how are you doing today? Believe we good. Once again, thanks for watching our video consistently, liking and sharing our videos. To our Diaspora family, we sincerely do appreciate. The last recent days I've been having a lot of meetings with a lot of Diaspora prospects who are willing to invest, especially from my TikTok channel, as well as few people also from my YouTube channel as well. And importantly, one thing I tend to get as a feedback is the way we sort of handle everything we do, because for me, before I talk about investment with you, we tend to have a consultation section which is totally free right now, and from there I will give you a report, and from that report it leads to another meeting. So once again, I appreciate everybody who's been liking the way we run our things. We really appreciate. Now, one of the things I want to be doing in this video today, or what I'm going to do in this video today, is a question in which I go from people as well, because a lot of people are out there who said, oh, I have land already, I don't need land and stuff like that. If they're my constitutional section, I realize that a lot of people, some of them have land, some of them want to buy land, but they don't know what to use the land for, because most of them are in diaspora and they feel if they buy the land, what do they use the land for? Some of them already even have vacant lands, and they were like, what would you use new lands for again? And because of this, I've decided to do this video for you to know what you could do with your vacant land. Note, everything I'm saying in this video today is possible, but also note that in as much as this video is tagged things you could do with a vacant land, that doesn't mean in some cases you won't still add some little infrastructure to it to get the result. That's number one. Number two thing, which is very important as well, is that it also depends on the location you are, because some of these things, it works for a standalone plot of land. Some of these things works within a residential property. Some of these things does not work within a residential property. So there are different dynamics to it, but I'm thinking it as a general basis of what can you do with a vacant land. Either the land is within an estate or not within an estate. What can you do with it? Because like I said, if it's within an estate, there are things you cannot do with it. So I'm just picking it as a general thing of what can you do with your land, which is what I'll be explaining in the video today. So if this is for you and this interests you and you feel this might work for you, then you are welcome to this channel once again. Now, one of these comments I had where I had a conversation with somebody earlier on during my consultation was, I bought a land and that land is sort of giving me externality in terms of negative externalities. And upon diving, I realized that it's truly right, because the land was there, but the land every year they are sending him bill for him to come and clear the land, maintain the land and things like that. So for him, he felt like the land was, rather than appreciating only, the land was also taken from him at that point in time. So, but if the land was being used for something, it means he won't be spending anything on the land, and the land will be generating income for him. So in this video, I'll be telling you, let me say 7 things you could do with your vacant land as much as possible. I might end up adding in 3 more, but I will try as much as possible to make it 7, because I've written them down here. And there are things in which I'm not just saying because I'm saying it, but there are things that are very possible, especially within the Nigerian real estate. Either you stay in Lagos, outside of Lagos, Ibadan, Ogun State, no matter where you stay, all these things are possible. The first one on my list right here is solar energy station. Solar energy station. I cannot emphasize on this. One thing I think I was having a conversation about it with a family some time ago is this. Before I was born, electricity has always been a problem. And right now it's still a problem. So what can we do to sort of curb the issue of electricity is one thing, by having alternative power supply, and that's where solar comes in mind. In recent months, in recent years, you notice electricity is getting worse in some cases, and with that you notice that an alternative power supply is being suggested in a lot of cases. So what you can do for yourself is, if you have a land, imagine having a land and having a lot of solar panels on that land, and you have a village or you have a commercial property around it. You can tell them, okay, we could give you power from our station, and this is what we charge on a monthly basis, weekly basis, your choice. And I've seen this work before, because I remember there was a shopping complex in Ajah then that I remember that what they did is that they had a solar power company they were partnered with. So if you want them to give you solar power, they will give you a meter, and you just have to recharge the meter. In as much as you recharge the meter, then you will be having light in your location. So you could use your land for solar power station or solar energy station. The number 2 thing here is goats or cattle farming and rental. How this works is simple. I've seen people in which they rear cattle as a business, and I've seen people in which they don't rear cattle as they have cattle as well, or they want to have cattle but they don't want to be directly rearing it. So think of it this way. I am somebody who have a goat farm, but you're somebody who wants to buy goat or ram for a layer. you can buy it and bring it to my farm. If you bring it to my farm, I charge you a cost in terms of maintenance of this periodically. And the good thing about it, if you want to even do yours, you can decide to even have a CCTV camera there, such that your client has access to that CCTV camera as well. So I don't have to put the cow or the ram in my house. The cam or the ram is going to be in that location. So you don't need to do much in rearing goat or cows. You just need to create basic environment for them, and with this, that land is going to be making you money while you're also rearing as well. The third thing on my list is trade fair. I can overemphasize on this, but this has a sort of clause to it. For this to happen, it means that land must be in a strategic location, such that footfall in that location is crazy. So with this in mind, trade fair is something you can do on a land. All you just have to do is to clear the land, set up canopies, do some publicity. People come there, buy, wine, dine, as well as network for a trade fair activity. The next one is event center. Most people will be like, how will this be possible? Yes, this is possible. I've even seen this happen before in previous experience, whereby you're going to see people who are just going to clear the land, do the interlock, and there's somebody who's going to come with their full covered canopy on that land to have events there. So you could have your event in that location, you could have the event center in that location. The next one also, which also comes with a clause, is the car park. Imagine you have a land location whereby most people tend to park on the road, or they struggle with parking, or when they park, things get damaged or stolen from their car. You can try to have a private car park in your area. And with this also, I can say that if you get this right, you make a good amount of money from it. The next one, which is number 6, is film location. So imagine you have a land and you strategically designed it with some plants, some palm trees to look like a garden. People can actually rent that place as a film location if you add some aesthetics to it. So, and also one thing about it is that if you get this right, in terms of film location, is word of mouth. That person tells the other person, that person tells the other person, that person tells the other person, and that is how it works at the end of the day. The next one, which is, this is a common one, is cell phone tower. How does this work? You see a network company coming to meet you. Oh, this is your land. They want to put the mast on it. They want to put a tower on it. Is it possible or not? If it's possible, what would they do? They will put their tower on it, and they rent it for a duration of years, and they pay you. In most cases, I've seen people make good money from this as well. The next one I'm talking about here is outdoor shooting range. If the land is in a good location, and the location is a place whereby there are a lot of people, there are a lot of activities in that location, you could decide to just set up something whereby people can do an outdoor shooting range, or a sort of aiming range, such that they come there and they pay you for that. They come with their friends as well. The next one on my list is sports field. Imagine you have a football pitch in an area whereby most people, when they want to go to do any sporting activity, they go far away. But you have created a private football pitch for them to come and play football. Trust me, this is good money, especially if you're in an area whereby you have a lot of people who are after their wellness. You would get good value. Imagine you combine this with a gym as well, an outdoor gym, you'll be doing wonderfully fine as well. Then the last on my list is amusement park. Amusement park. Imagine you have an area whereby there are a lot of shopping around that area, or shopping centers, office centers around the area. People can come to the amusement park with their children before they even go and do those activities, or that place is close to where a school is. Schools can come to the amusement park to sort of engage their students in that location. So with this, I've been able to give you 10 things you could do with your vacant land while leaving it fallow. If you're somebody in the diaspora, I will say pay attention to this so that you do not miss out in your land generating money as soon as you buy it. But like I said, importantly, very, very important, this has different terms and conditions, because it depends on where your land is, and also it depends on the management company managing the land, so that you don't go fighting them and you said I've said this. So pay attention to this. Once again, thanks for watching the video today. My name is Timothy Grindulu. Once again, if you're somebody who would love to invest in real estate this year with as low as 250,000 naira, please, there's a video I've done, is up here. Watch the video, because with that you would also have a good understanding of how to start your real estate journey today. Right about now, I'll say thank you and do have a lovely evening rest.